welcome back for another daily Bind of Isaac Repentance. It is February 11th, 2024. There, Isaac. Oh, I don't like that glitching. I don't like that glitching. Okay. Maybe it'll correct itself. I don't know. We're gonna just do a little bit of, I don't like that glitching. Do a little bit of like a daily today or something. Okay, it's getting better. I'm uploading videos and some other stuff's been going on. I'll explain in a little bit. Might be wondering, oh, where you been the last week and a half or something like that. Well, I'll tell you. So I have not been sick. So don't you worry. Because I'd be sick of me getting sick if that was the sickness. I'm not getting down with that sickness on that leg. All that lag. I have to just kind of adjust some settings and stuff like that. Okay. Okay, anyways. Yeah, I was just kind of taking a bit of a break. What is with this lag? Oh my goodness gracious, holy shit. Anyways. Try not to be distracted so much with this lag, but you never know. Yeah, so where was I? Okay, so I got a new TV. It's probably part of the reason why I'm having some lag a little bit here. I think that's because, like, it's not the TV's fault. It's just, like, I upped the scale with the, whatever, like, resolution stuff on the computer, so that could be an issue a little bit. I mean, I'm not recording this at 4K because my GPU can't handle it. But I think I'm kind of taxing it a little bit with the processing with this upscaling, and then I'm also like, and not just with playing this game and recording, but also like uploading some videos behind the scenes. Some stuff when I was playing some games the last time I was on and doing stuff. So, yeah, that might be doing a little something, because I was having a little bit of an issues with editing some thumbnails and stuff like that. And I did fix the thing to where I had to change the refresh rate in the settings to 60 hertz, which can actually go up to 120 hertz. Which I don't know why it's not going up to 120 hertz. I don't know if I need like a DVI thing or not. Which doesn't have a DVI port or a VGA port on this TV, so... or composite, or the old HD cables. But it has optic port, which is actually really great. So that means I took apart all this stuff that I did have before, because I didn't have, like, an optic port on my last TV, and the Xbox didn't have an optic port. So I had to have like a HDMI splitter. All that fun stuff. In order to split the audio from the HDMI source to optic. And I mean, it worked pretty well for the most part. It did its job. Then I had to get, that means like I cut down the HDMI cables because I was also using a switcher. And I figured I'm not going to really use the switcher, so I gave my HDMI cables to a couple of people. And I thought at first those HDMI cables wasn't handling like 4K 160 hertz, 120 hertz. But it turns out it actually did. But the reason why I still gave them away was like the cables were too short. And the TV that came in. Okay, so my last TV I was using for the longest time, for many years, right? I was using this since 2011, I think, 2012 possibly. Maybe 2013. Oh no, it probably was 2011. It was a 1080p. It was a 32-inch TV, something like that. And so when this thing came in, I didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, it's a 55-inch, you know, the smallest they got. So I didn't think much of it until it came. I'm like, holy shit! It's nearly touching the ceiling right now. Because of the setup I currently have. It's nearly touching the ceiling. It's so fucking big, like, I can see the screen pretty well, even when I'm sitting down. I see a little bit of an issue with the edge of the bottom edge of the TV just a little bit where the taskbar is. I can't see that when I'm sitting down, but like I can see everything else. So that means I can like sit down and do some editing with things a little easier, like the good old days I used to do. And when I used to record Isaac and other videos back then, was sitting down and just doing it. Of course, I'm staying up right now because I need to do a little bit of standing at least. So yeah, I've been playing around with Isaac a little bit on the Xbox, some dailies and stuff, just for fun. And at one point yesterday, I was playing some Isaac on, I would say, what was that called? Playing some Isaac on, on the Xbox, that's right. Duh. Some daily. And then yesterday, the day before, so for the night, I was playing, and then I had this urge of wanting to commentate, right? Like, I'm not recording, I didn't get the computer set up, you know, I mean, I had it kind of set up, but it wasn't quite set up yet. And I had this urge of like, I'm gonna do my commentary. And then I was like realizing, well, wait a minute, holy shit. Big ass, thick boy. It's one of these runs tonight, huh? So anyways, going back to that, it was like, it's just kind of funny. I had this urge because I've done so much commentary. I mean, I've had that happen before when I was playing a little bit of the Xbox months ago with Isaac or whatever. I had just this urge of just like want to just commentate. It's the weirdest thing. And so I was like, I've been thinking about trying to get back to Isaac again and some recordings. It's like, okay, man, this is enough of a break for now. So yeah, it's just like this weird urge. It kind of reminds me of this, it's like this tweet I've seen online some years ago. It was talking about somebody's toddler was like, didn't know like the word goodbye. Instead it just said like and subscribe instead because it's so used to watching just a bunch of YouTube videos. So I think like and subscribe is like goodbye or something like that. That's what I was kind of thinking of here. It's like, it's kind of like that, but then it's like something where it's like, oh yeah, I want to give my spiel of what I've been up to and everything. But yeah, like, a weird thing too, I found out with my Xbox was it had a little bit of a glitch when it came to running 120 hertz or something. I hope this video doesn't come out laggy or something. Otherwise, I just can't be doing uploads when I'm doing this, or at least scale the resolution down. I mean, honestly, I could just scale it down, probably scale it down to 1080p. Again, I mean, that's how I'm recording stuff, so I think that's probably going to be a lot better, honestly. Get down to 1080p. At least for the computer stuff. Like, I'm not going to be using 4K anytime soon, but right now I'm just going to be just doing this for now since I'm already recording. That might mess up something with the video stuff if I switch the resolution immediately. My monitor stuff. But yeah, I've been playing around with 4K gaming. Like, can I be honest with you? Like, I'm a little impressed with the resolution. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's got HDR and all this other stuff, and variable something VRR or whatever, little things like that with settings I've tweaked. And I mean, it's okay. Like, I don't know. It's just games just on the system. I mean, I've tried different games. I was like looking up recommended games on the Game Pass to try for a little bit. I mean, I haven't been on Game Pass for months, but just, you know, curiosity, right? Try different ones like Forza Horizon games. Just, I mean, back to Elden Ring a little bit, just a tinge of Elden Ring. Just things like that, and it's just like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's just not good enough. The graphics, I mean, they're sharper, obviously sharper. They look nicer and stuff like that. It's smoother gameplay. I notice it. It's just... It's just, I mean, I'm not regretting the purchase of getting the 4K television. I mean, the quality's better. You know, the movies look better, especially. I don't know. Maybe it's like the game mode that you enable on the TVs maybe the issue. I see in most cases that it's fine, but then maybe that's just one of those rare things where it's like it's not fine. So maybe I need to tweak some stuff. I don't know. I'm just spitballing. That's another thing too. Like, I'm not used to smart TVs because it's like I had to plug in my Ethernet cable to update the firmware on this thing. And I decided to get a Google TV too because, like, I heard Roku and I don't know why I'm not even popping this shit, by the way. I don't know why I'm not doing that. But anyways, I heard Roku and Fire Stick TVs are not that great when it comes to like firmware and weird stuff, especially Fire TVs. Like, they're like cheaper panel, like 4K televisions. And I'm not saying like, oh, why you gotta have expensive TVs to be a nice one. No, but like, if you got something super cheap, that could be a red flag. Unless, like, you know, it's you know, many years from now, where the 4K is going to be like cheap as piss, like the 720p's or something. Which, yeah, I do see in like smaller grocery stores like Target or something. Or like, you know, you got like miniature Targets and you got the big Targets, bigger regular size Targets. And the smaller Targets I go to, they got like 1080p's and 720p's. They're not dirt cheap though there, because it's like, you know, retail price is gonna be a lot more. I mean, you can get those suckers for like probably $50 now. Whereas like back then, it was like, you know, like 08 to, you know, 2010 or something. Yeah, good luck trying to get like cheap TV, cheap 1080p or something. I mean, I guess they were getting cheaper then, more than they, yeah. They're getting more reasonable then. And then curiosity's sake, I was trying to tweak the settings with the Xbox to see if I could play the other 4K discs that I was having issues with. And spoilers, it didn't work. I'm like, well, son of a bitch. What's the surprise Pikachu face? Because I've had that problem before. I thought I was like, oh, I can fix it. What? We mean it's not working, even though it wasn't working before. I thought I could be cheeky and try to fix it, and I didn't. Or maybe you should just build your own drive inside the system. Solder it and shit. De-solder things. I'm not that technologically advanced with that. I can build a computer with some reasonable skill, but I can't, like, solder shit. Closest I've ever came was, like, honestly, welding. That's probably the closest I've had. And that wasn't tied to building something electronic, like that kind of stuff. Also, like, there seems like there's a kind of a drift going on here. Or is there like some kind of latency that I'm not used to with this TV? Because it's... I mean, it's still 60 hertz, but then it's like, maybe it's smoother. I'm just not used to it. To the computer. Beats the shit out of me. Lordy, lordy, lordy. Who knows? Lordy, lordy. Ah, whatever. Go down the next floor here. By the way, there's a polar vortex, a snowstorm coming through. I mean, not so much here with snowstorm, but getting pretty close, I suppose. So, no, actually, you know what? There is kind of a snowstorm coming through a little bit. Yeah, never mind. That's right. They seem further in the forecast. There is something coming. I'm like, great! I thought we're gonna be just done and over with this winter sucking fucking thing. No, apparently not. Spoilers. Spoilers. It's not gonna happen. Like you expect it's gonna happen. So there's that. Can't wait for that crap to come in. After everything was warming up and the ducks are coming back, the geese are coming back, and I've seen some freaking swans of old things being in essentially, not in, but that'd be weird if it was in, essentially on some farmland. In a particular part of farmland that it's not where any other kind of field. It's just this particular field for some reason. And I've seen them like a couple days before in this very same field. I don't know. They were like swans. That's what they were. Freaking swans. Like black beaks. I think maybe a little bit of black on them or something. It was the damnedest things. I mean, I've seen fucking pelicans come through here. Like, that's a fairly new thing too. Fucking pelicans. And I've heard things about like people talk about. Oh, I was talking to somebody about that. And they were bringing up about seagulls. Or no, pelicans. That's right. Talking about pelicans in a different town. And they were like telling somebody I know. I was like, oh, they've always been here. It's like, what do you mean they've been here? They've never been here. It's true, they've never been here. For all the freaking years I've existed on this planet, especially living in this state, like, I have never seen fucking pelicans. Like, ever in the state. Until, like, a couple of years ago. I'm like, you know, it's just, well, they've always been here. Are you fucking kidding me? You know, they've always been here. Don't be pulling that wool over my eyes. I kind of tell they're just gaslighting us, or like, they hallucinated it or something. I don't know. They're doing something mischievous. I should be like popping this more, huh? I keep forgetting to just pop the damn thing. But yeah, anyways, there's that, and then also the Super Bowl is tomorrow. Or today, whatever. This is past midnight, though. It's lighter. Wink. And they got like announcements for the different commercials of stuff. And honestly, the only thing I'm interested in seeing is the trailer for Twisters. I mean, I'm not a big sports fan or anything. It's nothing against sports. It's just like, I'm curious to the Twister movie trailer. That's about it. I mean, it's probably gonna let my hopes down. Maybe, or maybe the opposite. Maybe it's gonna be, oh, it looks like it's gonna look pretty good, and then just go to the theater, and whether those hold true to the end with it, or those were just malicious way of saying, oh wow, we only had the good parts in there, and we spoiled all the good parts in the trailer, and it's actually dog shit. Who knows? Speaking of film stuff, they just released what is it called? I'm blanking on the name. Oh, Halo television show season 2 or something. Yeah, I kind of gave some opinions on that before. I mean, I hate it more than I like it. I mean, there's some moments of I like it, but I don't care for it for the most part. So, like, I'm probably going to just watch season 2 just to see how much worse they made it. I heard they made some bad things with it, but I don't know. I heard little rumblings. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe they'll make it up. I mean, the trailer looks kind of convincing. It's going to look good. I don't know. Or maybe they're just trying to do the same thing where they did with the first season. It's like, oh yeah, look, we made it look good. And then you watch it, it's like, it's dog shit. I don't know. Call me a bitter old man, I guess. They're taking away things from my childhood. I used to play the shit out of Halo Combat Evolve on the PC Custom Edition. Play all sorts of custom maps. They took it from me. They took it from me. They took every damn thing from me. Fuck. I realize we gotta get the boss rush. We gotta fucking hurry. Oh my fucking word. Not this bullshit. We have to, like, fucking. Are you fucking kidding me? How deep of shit is this? Okay. Alright, we can be able to just fucking die. I don't have time for this, you fat shit. I mean, not really fat shit, more like a skinny long shit. Double Krampus. Okay. It's just shit. Cool. Alright. Also, it's Mom's foot. I just realized that. Oh my god, the light. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be cracking down the resolution. What? And not get the 4K experience. I tried enabling HDR, by the way, which it worked. Except I have flux on, so that what that is as time goes on, it slowly shifts into like warmer lights, so it doesn't hurt your eyes. It's essentially like reduces blue light. And so when I have that enabled, like, it's redder than shit on this thing combined with HDR. It was a mess. I turned it off. It's like, nope. I mean, it probably looked good if I turned off the flux, but I don't want to be doing that. I guess, though, then again, like, I'd probably be staying up a good part of the night since I drank coffee that was sitting out. I made a pot of coffee this morning. And I drank a little bit of it, and then I left for, like, the entire day until, like, earlier tonight I came back. It was sitting there just collecting caffeine chemicals from, you know, the coffee within and all that. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was soaking. The ground up beans was soaking with the water that I put in there since this morning. It's more of a concentrate. I have this urge of just finishing the rest of this, but I'm fucking hyped up on caffeine. And that's another thing too. Speaking of caffeine, because you can tell I'm wired. The Aledo coffee came out, which was exclusive to like metropolitan cities, big metropolitan cities. My opinion of it. Well, it still tastes like it's burnt. I tried the first one. It's like a warm version of it, hot version of it, and it was burnt. I think the oat milk was burnt, or something was burnt, or olive oil. And I mean, it was okay, kind of, except for the burn taste. It took me a while to down that, and so I decided to get the cold version later on at a different Starbucks. And that one was okay. And then I decided to go to a different Starbucks on another day. So a third Starbucks. And try the warm one again, and it seems like it's like almost kind of consistent with the taste. Like, I don't know, maybe it's the olive oil that's getting burnt or something. It's like, this is such a new thing. Putting olive oil in coffee? What the hell? I don't know. I know it's been a busy couple of weeks about that. 533rd place. Like, I had a feeling that this was going to be like case. I mean, that's fine. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.